Hey guys, I wanted to film this makeup tutorial for you guys, and I was kind of winging it this whole time that I was filming. Like, I've done a look like this similar before I ever started YouTube, and I was kind of trying to remember how I did it because I really liked the way it turned out, but I couldn't remember. And I know I definitely used a couple of different things when I first tried this look a long time ago. I was kind of trying to stay away from the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette just because I've used it twice now, I think. So I was trying to stay away, but I did use one color from it, and you probably could just easily find a color like that anywhere. So I just used the one color from it, and everything else was drugstore on my eyes, and yeah, I think it was, besides the one mascara that I used. So if you guys want to see how I got this like sunset peach gold look, then just keep watching. Okay guys, just coming in with my face pretty much done. Just letting that bake sit on my face while I do my eyes. But the first color I'm coming in with is the NYX Prismatic shadows, and the color is Liquid Gold. And these shadows are super pretty. I have 3 of them, and I love all 3. I have a green one, and then the orangey one that I'm going to use in this tutorial. These are awesome drugstore shadows, but they're very shimmery, so if you don't like shimmery shadows, these are not for you, but for a drugstore shadow, these are pretty spot on. I do enjoy NYX products. I think, you know, their shadows are pretty good quality. Their mascaras are, I've tried, I think maybe 2. I didn't really like them too much, but their shadows are good. Their lip products are pretty good. And then going into the Too Faced Sweet Peach and using the color Georgia. This isn't really like a necessary step. You could probably just use any skin tone color to kind of blend everything out. Use it as your buffer shade, but I just went ahead and used that one. So here's the other NYX Prismatic shadow that I'm going to use in the colors Fireball, and I love this shade. I would rub this shade all over my body if I could, but it's really pretty, and I feel like the more you blend it and the more you work with it, the more vibrant it gets. I don't know, it's weird. I don't know if it's just me or if it's a shadow. Who knows? But it's really pretty. I love it. It's an awesome color. And I will link all the brushes that I use down below. And then just going back in with Georgia to kind of blend everything out again. Again, you can use any skin toned blender shade that you like. I just happened to use this one today. And then coming in with the NYX Professional Makeup Highlight and Contour Pro Palette. Long name, but I'm using that warm bronze shade. And you can actually buy these pans individually now, so I didn't do that. I bought the palette straight out. So if you did that, whatever that warm bronzy shade to the left, to the very left at the bottom, that's the shade I used. I didn't use much, just barely any at all, just to add a little more depth. And then just going back in with the liquid gold color and kind of touching it up, making the lid a little more vibrant. If you wet your brush, this color will become even more. Oh, it's just beautiful. And then I'm going back in with that contour palette and just using that darkest brown as my liner shade. And I did my liner just a little bit different today. Not too different, but just a little bit different. I think I need a matte black powdered liner or eyeshadow so I can do black liner too. I know NYX has a pretty good one, so I'll have to pick that up. And then I'm just taking liquid gold and just kind of running that underneath the lower lash line just so it's cohesive with the upper lid. And then same thing with Fireball, just kind of messily throwing that there. I don't put very much there, just so it's a little hint. And then I'm going in with my Maybelline dark brown gel pencil and I'm just putting that in the lower waterline. I'm not lining my upper lid with it, but I am smudging it. The lower waterline, I'm smudging it out with that dark brown shade again. And then brushing off my bake. I don't know how I'm feeling about baking my face at this time in my life because my skin is so dry from different, and I live in a dry climate and it's winter time here, so I think baking my face isn't for me at this point, but it's a work in progress. So just going in with the usual suspect of the L'Oreal Bronze It bronzer in light. And then this is the Hourglass. It's a limited edition palette, unfortunately, but I love this thing and it was expensive as all get out, so I'm going to use it. I think the finishing powder I use in this palette is permanent in their line, but I'm not positive. But this isn't the one from this recent holiday, this is the palette from the past holiday. And I just use that shade to highlight my face, and I'm also going to highlight my brow bone with it and my inner corner. And I wanted to brush out the brows a little bit, they were looking a little crazy. So I was just brushing them out with a spoolie before I did that. And then just blending it out with my Sigma brush. This blush I know is not part of their permanent collection. This blush was limited for this palette, which is super depressing because I absolutely love this blush on me. It is the perfect blush. It's like a cool toned blue, pink, violet blush. Oh my gosh, I just love it. I need to find a dupe for it because when I run out of it, I'm gonna cry. That's like first world problems right there. Anyway, just taking down the powderiness with my Makeup Revolution Aqua Pro Base setting primer thing. And then going in with my IT Cosmetics Tightline mascara. I definitely got some on my lid and I was like, great. So I had to clean it up a little bit. Always get mascara on my lids all the time. Super annoying. And then coming in with this Lash Sensational. This is the last time you guys will see this because I threw it in the trash when I was done with this video. It was pretty much done. It was pretty much dried out. I think I've actually had it for about 3 months and it did kind of start to smell a little bit. When I pulled the brush out, I could smell it and I was like, yep, I think this is done. So I threw it away and I opened my new one up and I'm still on the fence about it. So just cleaning up the mascara that I always get on my lids. And then I'm going in with this Maybelline brown eyeliner again and just tightlining my upper waterline and then touching up the lower waterline with it. So I actually never put that liner on my upper lash line, I just tightlined with it. And then I'm coming in with my MAC lip pencil in Dervish. This is the only nudie pink rosy, well it's more of like a rosy tone mauve pink lip liner that I have, so once I run out you won't see me using that anymore. And then I'm coming in with the Catrice Beautifying Lip Smoother. This thing is really cool. It has like a flocked applicator. It's just really pretty, and the color is Cake Pop. So there's the finished look. Love it. Super pretty. One of my favorites. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed my makeup tutorial with my like sunset, peachy, golden tone eye look. These are my favorite colors to use on my eyes. I just love the way they make my eyes pop, and it's just one of my favorite things. I don't do too many cool toned eye looks, but I can definitely try and come up with a cool toned eye look for you guys, just so you have some variety of looks to see from me. So I'll see if I can kind of come up with something sometime this week that I can put up on YouTube. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and check out the description box. I'll list all the products that I use down below, and I'll even list everything that's on my face, such as my foundation and all of that. And all of my social media links are down there, so my blog, my Facebook, and my Instagram. So be sure to check those areas out. And yeah, I will see you guys later. And as always, live life in full bloom. Bye!